What is up? Let me just put on a t-shirt right quick, guys. Wait for people to cop in the chat. What's going on, dudes? Oh, damn. Put the t-shirt on back right quick. This ain't OnlyFans, guys, so I'm gonna put my t-shirt on. Alright, what's good, guys? Just about to react to the new Ren video roasting Cujo Beats. You guys all know the Cujo Beats beef that's happening with Ren, but I said I'd just sit down in the sun, the beautiful sun, shining nice and bright, and spit some game, guys. Educate some people, okay? Because that's what we want, guys. We want to educate some people. We want to get people better in this world, guys. All right, I was just sunning myself, but I'm about to go in about 30 minutes. So about 30 minutes. Maybe I won't make this video too long. So you guys all see the title of the video, man. And the title of the video is Working Hard Doesn't Matter Unless You Do This, okay? Or something along those lines, okay? And just want to give my opinion, what I've been seeing the last few months on YouTube, the last few years of working at different jobs. And the way I see it, guys, is nowadays there's only about 2 paths for people to do, guys, right? There used to be about 3, but now there's about 2, okay, paths that you can take, okay? And the first path is, you know, you go to college, you get a job, whatever, you do a craft. There used to be 3 paths. I'll tell you the third path. This is the third path, guys. You used to be able to go to college, go to work, have somewhat of a good income, buy a house, get a nice car, live a pretty nice life, okay, with the white picket fence and that whole thing, right? But unfortunately, guys, and I'm not really sure exactly when it happened, maybe probably sometime around, I don't want it to be windy for you guys, probably sometime around, I don't know, 2013 maybe a little bit before that, 2008, sort of the economic climate started to kind of hit, guys, where, you know, in the 50s, you guys see all the movies, you know, you could have that white picket fence and live a pretty ordinary life, nice life, you know, go on holidays once or twice a year, and there was a lot of good outcomes. You know, you'd eventually work up your way in the company, whether you worked in a factory or a company, you worked in, you know, whatever, a German, whatever, you know, sort of a car company, and you slowly worked your way up the line to become something of importance at your company, or you're a doctor, lawyer, judge, this type of thing. But it seems like maybe in 2008, 2013, maybe a little bit, even a little bit later, 2015, somewhere down the line, guys, that's kind of started to change, you know, and it started to change for definitely the worse, guys. Feels like now, you know, the people that are kind of the people that are kind of not doing anything too much or getting ahead in life, it seems like, are the people that are just now doing the sort of ordinary, you know, what you used to be able to do in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Now, finance person, whatever, you know, now the livable wage, 30, 40,000, 50,000 a year just isn't really livable anymore, you know. And it's still a great wage, guys, don't get me wrong. If you're earning 50,000, you know, tax-free or whatever, I mean, presumably you have to pay taxes in the in the Western world. Those jobs seem incredible, okay? And, you know, it seems like before a certain time, people got a lot of status from their job. You know, you worked in a company and you slowly worked your way up, and you got a lot of great status from your workplace, basically. And that may still happen to a certain degree, guys. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. You know, I'm sure doctors and lawyers still obviously have great status, you know, people respect you, that type of thing. But it feels like for the average guy, you know, that maybe you just have a degree or you go to a factory job, like I said, or a regular workplace, feels like that's starting to diminish a lot. And I'll explain why, guys. I was watching this YouTube video recently. I don't know the YouTuber. He had about 6,000 subscribers. He's some American guy. I was watching the video yesterday. It was about 20 minutes long. I wish I could shout him out on this. But it was pretty good, guys. He was basically talking about, he worked at this factory, him and his wife. He worked there for 12 years. And he was basically just unloading, you know, let's say BMW parts, like car parts. Like a somewhat of a factory that you work in a like a steelworks factory or one of these kind of companies that you work in from the US, of course. And his wife had worked there for 20 years and he worked there for 12 years. And he said eventually what started to happen is they got new management. And this is literally what's happened to pretty much every job that I always had, guys. And I actually worked in a factory for a few months. I'll talk about that soon. But this kind of new management set in. And he said that the workplace started to get super toxic, right? And he said, when did it happen? In about 6 years ago. So he was working there, he said, since 2013. So he worked there for whatever, until 2000, let's just say, for argument's sake, 2020. And then in 2019, 2020, it started to get really toxic. The work environment was horrendous. You know, there was no respect in the job anymore. He wasn't able to rise up to a manager position. He applied 3 or 4 times, you know, and the only people that got those jobs, those, you know, those higher increase pay jobs or higher increase status jobs were people that were sleeping with the boss. And even hearing just from my friends, guys, you know, not sleeping with people, but I'm hearing from my friends that when you work in finance and things like that, they'd get fired or whatever would happen to them, guys, was for certain reasons that were just pretty much bullshit reasons. There wasn't like a reason, you know, before where like you would just not work hard enough or whatever, guys, because these people were busting their ass. All my friends were busting their ass. And the guy in the YouTube video that I was listening to, he said he was working there for 12 years, his wife 20, and they were just like really doing amazing at their work, guys, you know, while everybody else was standing around, you know, they were chatting to women at work or they were trying to flip and hit on their colleagues. And it was just a really toxic workplace, he said. And this is in a factory. Now, I worked in a factory, guys, and it was actually a good job, okay, for about 2 or 3 months. I think I made it about 3 months. But you kind of quickly realize, guys, well, is this it? Like, is this sort of, you know, it for the whole entire workplace sort of career? You're just going to be working at this factory forever and there's going to be no increase in wage or no increase in status or no increase in whatever. And people would say, well, you know, build yourself up your own business and get out, or, you know, get into a sales role or something like that. But it still feels like that people don't really understand that this is happening, guys. And it's happening so fast that people don't even know what's going on. So when he said that he left, he built up enough money over 3 or 4 or 5 years. Like, don't quit your job, guys. That's crazy. Okay, don't quit your job and just, you know, live off whatever, you know, peanuts. Like, actually save up enough money or start a business or do something that'll kind of have you on the back burner for like 2 or 3 months, or that will, you know, you can survive off for a few months as you build up the other money. So it's kind of what a lot of people do now. They sort of, let's say, let's go over here, guys. It's kind of nicer weather over here. They sort of build up enough money to live on for, you know, a few years, or they build a nice base in a business company or whatever, and then they dip, okay? It's getting really hot in the sun, guys. I apologize. Anyway, so they build up a sort of a nice base of salary or whatever, and then they slowly are able to work their way out of the situation that they find toxic or whatever, guys. But that's not easily done, guys. That's very easily said, very easily done, very easily said, but not easily done, you know? And he said that in this toxic workplace, there was no out, guys. There was no, like, getting out of the situation, which, guys, will set in. A lot of people will that will set in depression for people. Now, or anxiety or whatever. You know, you're going to get anxiety going to your workplace. You're going to feel depressed as you can't get out of the workplace. So, you know, you have to start to think long term with these different jobs, guys. You know, don't be just thinking like, oh shit, this is it forever, guys. You know, and I kind of figured that out pretty quick, guys. At 21, I was like, Jesus, like, I don't really know, do I want to just work at this shit forever at this place? I wonder, is there an out, guys? And, you know, as soon as you start to make sacrifices again, which college is a sacrifice. You know, a lot of people don't understand college is a sacrifice, okay? You know, everything that you do that you're not exactly having fun at, you're just working, that's a sacrifice. So living at home, whatever, not buying a new car, whatever, guys. Like, everything that you're doing is a sacrifice, okay? And people will think, okay, well, you know, this job is shit, I hate it every single day, but at least I'm able to live at my own pad, live at my own place, have my own car, have a nice kind of like whatever increase eventually. But the thing is, guys, there is no increase eventually, is there? It's just going to be shit forever. And I think that people have this sort of wishful thinking attitude. Maybe you might apply for manager position 3 or 4 times and then they just reject you every single time, or you work at some place for long enough, you're like, I don't know, do they want to kind of help me progress through my career type of thing, right? So here's what to do instead, guys. Okay, I formulated this myself, and I've kind of done this myself to kind of build my own business, let's say. I'm sure a few people will love to hear about this one. Instead of just thinking that working your ass off every single day at your job more than the other people is going to get you ahead in life, which it's not, by the way. People think that that's what's going to get them ahead. You know, you have to have ideas, guys, okay? Working hard is amazing. If you don't have a good work ethic, you're kind of screwed, guys. I'm just going to put it to you that way. You should have an amazing work ethic, but at the same time, guys, don't neglect this sort of responsibility of thinking outside the box as well. Thinking outside the box. Hey, how can I progress in life? How can I work at something that a lot of people haven't thought of, or a lot of people haven't, you know, attempted, let's just say. And there's many industries nowadays, especially with the internet, guys. You know, there's personal training that a lot of people do, there's coaching, there's, you know, whatever, making food, like, you know, you can start up a food truck, a food van, things like that, guys. Like, there's just millions of different ideas that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can just start these ideas and make a pretty damn good living on your own. A really good living if you actually market it well yourself, guys. Now, you know, when you listen to people talk about how successful they've become, there's a few different things, guys. They work their ass off, which you have to have, guys, okay? And that's the caveat. The reason I put the title as it is because I want people to click on the video. But you have to have a crazy work ethic. But at the same time, guys, just working your ass off at the jobs that I was doing before this really isn't going to get you anywhere, guys. There is no need for me to be working in retail, or whatever, pulling ice creams, you know, whatever, guys. Like, it's just not beneficial for me. It's not really beneficial for anyone. It's not really beneficial for anyone. And you guys have to start thinking like that, man. And if you're watching this video, you do think like that. Okay, the reason you're watching this video is because you do think like that. You think to yourself, hey, you know what? The situation is shit right now, but there's always going to be an exit strategy. And start making that exit strategy as soon as you can, because if you're not happy with the situation that you're in, whatever, you don't like your girl, whatever your situation is, guys, start to make plans to get the hell out of there, because really over time, I think this is what causes people to have massive amounts of mental health issues, or just not happy with their money situation, whatever the case may be, guys. And getting money isn't that easy, guys. You know, getting money isn't like the easiest thing in the goddamn world. You know, it's definitely harder than you think, but it's also easier than you think. You know, you can make a lot of money from running a good business, okay, from being honorable, okay, being respected in that industry. So don't just think that, like that guy said, he quit his job after working in a factory for 20 years. I only worked there for 3 months, guys, okay? That guy's a better man than me. I couldn't even stand that shit. So I said to myself, okay, well, I have to think of something else, you know, and something that's going to give you a ruthless amount of work, you know, a lot of, let's say, reward, Okay, people actively liking your shit. You know, you're helping people, motivate people positively. Working hard just isn't the end goal, guys. And I think they put too much reliance on that, and I think maybe people at your workplace or whatever will kind of manipulate you to say, oh, you don't work hard enough, you don't do this. But really, guys, you could work your ass off, like that guy said, at the flipping warehouse job or as a flipping whatever, you know, doesn't really matter, guys. Some dead end job. That's not going to benefit you guys long term. What's going to benefit you guys long term is the hard work that you put in to a position that actually matters, guys. Something that you're building on. Now, it'll take a lot longer because, you know, getting that instant paycheck is what people want, okay? They want to see that 400 euro in their bank account at the end of the week. But really, guys, it's kind of like the biggest lie you've ever been told is that you just want that kind of instant paycheck, guys. Whereas you really should be thinking, okay, this shit might take 5-10 years, but what can I get at the end of it, guys? What can I achieve long term? You know what I mean? What's the goal that I have? Like, what's the end goal? What's the definition of success to me? Okay, not success for your company. Okay, they have a success goal for you. Okay, maybe that's to make them, whatever, millions every single year, or, you know, for you to get paid 10,000 for your job or whatever. I guarantee you guys, if you're getting paid 10,000 euro a month at your job or whatever the case may be, you'll be a lot happier, man, making 2,000 euro a job for yourself, or whatever. You know, something that will actually give you job satisfaction at the end of the day. You know, start thinking long term, man. And of course, that's easier said than done, guys. Okay, much easier said than done. Look at me, guys. You know, living situation not amazing, but we're building every single day. We're making it work, guys. You know, we're selling programs, fitness programs every week now. Get new clients every single week. Okay, we're helping people. We're improving our own lives. We're working out every single day, trying to stay fit. Okay, not drinking, partying too much. You know, we're on our purpose, guys. And for me, I mean, it's great, man. You know, when I was working for sales and I was working for PayPal and I was working for all these different sales companies, guys, I mean, earning 20,000 a year, guys, to me was just dog shit, man. I was just like, shit, what is this even for, man? What is the end goal here? You know, and I could have got like a pretty nice car. I could have got like a few nice things, but really the job satisfaction means everything. I used to work in a lot of different jobs, guys, and as that guy said on that YouTube video that I'm talking about, you know, the management would change. And that's kind of a big one, guys. You know, your workplace environment, your management will change, the people that you're working with will change, and all good things got to come to an end, guys. So make sure to work long term, man, not just work hard, work really smart, guys. Think of ideas that will get you out of situations, man. Okay, when I stopped thinking so linearly, I started making a ton more money, guys. Way more money than I was making before, okay? And I was way happier with what I was doing, okay? So that's all I got to say, man. Don't just think like so linearly, because everyone thinks super straight, like, okay, this is what I have to do. Okay, I'm 28, 29, I'm nearly 30, I'm in my 30s now. Have to continue to pursue this career of stacking shelves. You know, maybe you work, whatever, stacking for, like Gary Vaynerchuk says, stacking wine for his dad in some corner shop, you know, in New York or whatever, making 10 euro an hour. You know, that's fine, okay, guys, that's fine. Everyone has to work, and you got to make a living. But start making, and work hard, guys. Never work lazy. Working lazy is the biggest sin. Okay, but that's the first thing you guys got to do is work your ass off hard. Okay, once you get that work ethic, whether it comes from working out in the gym or whatever, because most bodybuilders are lazy. You see most guys that work out in the gym, they'll just go home and lie down all day after working out. That's not what you guys should be doing. You should work your ass off in the morning, okay? Eat a minimal amount of food every single day, like 1 or 2 meals a day, guys, and start to think about how the hell I can get out of this situation, guys. Not just, oh man, I'm getting paid 300 euro at the end of the week. I'm getting paid 400 euro at the end of the week. Actually start to make moves to think to myself, man, I've been working at this company for 10 years. Is it going anywhere? Like, I think genuinely, guys, people know, man, deep down, like, you when you go into your job every day, like 95% of these jobs that I worked were just irrelevant. No one gave a shit, man. If you died, bro, they'd take your number off the register and they'd flip and have you replaced the same day, guys, probably. You know what I'm saying? So get something that kind of matters to you more than to other people. And I know, guys, I know, man, giving up that 300-400 euro a week, man, that sucks, bro. That sucks. But eventually you will make that back, guys. It just takes a little bit longer. But once you do it, guys, it'll be a lot better, man. So make sure to work your ass off. Like I said, this title is a clickbait title, of course, guys. You know me, guys. I'm all about working my freaking ass off. You know what I mean? The hard work is the beginning, but the long term, the actual, if you want to be happy, successful, start thinking of different ideas, guys. What can you do with the assets that you have, man? You know, what do you want to do long term in life? Not just what's best for this sort of like fly by night company that you work for or whatever, you know. And there's so many different jobs, guys, that, I mean, they're just, like I said, if you just didn't show up the next day, they wouldn't give a shit, guys. And, you know, it's pretty unfortunate, man. That's how the workplace has gone. So coming back to the beginning, guys, do I think that having the white picket fence and the nice wife and the kids and stuff is long-term goal? I don't think so anymore, guys. Not in 2024. 2024, you have to be able to run around, go to different countries, you know, build different businesses. The internet's popping off huge. So try and think of different ways to invest your money, different ways to do things. You know, don't just think so linearly, okay? The hard work, of course, has to be in play. That has to be the first part. You have to pretty much be willing to work all day for the most part, especially if you're a guy. There's no excuses to not work fucking all day long, you know what I mean? But if you're working all day long, that's only the first part, guys. You know, just build that work ethic. Build that work ethic till probably about 25. I think after 25, if you don't have that work ethic, guys, you know what I mean, you need to build it somehow, whether it's through the gym or just give yourself really hard tasks to do, like start like running marathons or some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Start like whatever, guys, like sleep outside in your front lawn like for a few weeks or something. You know, just do some crazy shit, because you need to build that determination, that like feeling of like, oh man, I might die tomorrow. I just have to put all my work into this. Like I might die tomorrow, you know, kind of get that sense of urgency. But once you've built that, guys, that's great. But that's not the end goal, guys. The end goal is not to be a slave to work for someone else for goddamn 100 years. That shit isn't the goal, bro. The goal is, once you get that work ethic, okay, that's the first part. That is probably the hardest part, guys. The next part is to build that crazy sort of idea mentality. Okay, how can I make money from this area? What am I good at? Okay, I'm good at personal training. Okay, I got some knowledge in personal training. I work out every day hard, whatever. Maybe you served in the army, whatever it may be, guys. You know, maybe you might want to teach a course. Maybe if you're an English teacher, start your own English teaching language course. Start up an Instagram. If I was an English teacher, I'd love to be an English teacher, guys. And I actually have done it part-time a little bit. English is my favorite subject, of course. The best subject in school, to be an English teacher. That's like the best job ever. But instead of working for other people, guys, try and do it yourself. Try and do it over Zoom. Start up your own business, your own brand on Instagram. I see people, they're driving instructors, okay, and they start up their own Instagram, and now they have a full driving school, and they're making tons of money, okay? Now, this isn't that hard, guys. This isn't like revolutionary. You're not reinventing the wheel. A lot of people are like, oh man, like, Chris, like whenever you do YouTube, like you have to, you got to become like this millionaire. No. That's not even the goddamn goal. Just pay me $3,500 a month, $4,000 a month. I'm good to go, guys. You know what I mean? You know, 2,000 to 5,000. You know what I mean? And we're nearly hitting that, guys. You know, we're getting there. We're very close to getting there. I also have another job coming through as well. So those two incomes will be combined, hopefully, praise God. But this is the thing, guys. Start thinking outside the box, man. Don't think just linearly like, oh, shit, man. Like, you know, I'm going to just work this sort of gig and then that's it, bro. Start thinking something else, guys. Okay, I'm a driving instructor. How can I start my own business? Okay, this RSA have their own driving instructors. Let me post to Instagram. Let me record my YouTube, okay? And not for you perverts watching all those, you know what I mean, fake taxi and shit. Let's say you're a taxi driver. Actually try and make your own taxi service. Start on Uber. You know, go independent. Always start to kind of build your own brand, guys. You know, it's 2024, man. Everyone should have their own brand. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people say, oh, man, I have nothing to talk about. Whatever, guys. Just start talking shit, man. Who gives a shit, man? Just start saying something, because when you're on camera more, the people that aren't on, the people will see you and they'll say, this guy ain't fake. This guy's a real G, bro. This guy actually practices what he preaches, guys, you know? And nobody can say that about me, guys, that I don't practice what I preach, you see? talk shit on this camera for a half an hour, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna record that reaction to Ren, guys. So take that into account, man. Get the work ethic, build the work ethic with the hard jobs, you know, growing up, and then build some good ideas, and hopefully you can translate that hard work into purpose and better purpose, job satisfaction, and more money down the line. Okay, don't just settle for an average job or whatever. If you guys like the shit, hey man, Merry Christmas. You don't even have to switch anything. I wish I could be like that, guys. I wish I could just be satisfied with just the regular shit, you know. But I'm nuts, guys. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people out there are like, bro, this is some bullshit. Like, how does this guy have all this money and he's a retard? He's half as smart as I am. He's half as jacked as I am, and he has more money than me. You see what I'm saying, guys? You gotta get pissed off, man. Get that ruthless aggression about how the hell other people have Porsches and flipping Mercedes and you don't have shit, guys. You know, you should be pissed off about that, man. It should make you happy, though, that they have that, because then you can achieve it. Because I tell you something, guys, when you see people driving those cars and I look at them, I'm like, geez, man, I could do the same shit they do. So it's kind of like inspiration, guys. Don't ever get upset seeing other people have more than you. You know, it used to piss me off like crazy, and it still does, but be happy for those people, guys. Okay, there's plenty of damn fish in the sea. There's plenty of money to go around. There's plenty of wealth to go around, guys. Quickly build up, you know, your work ethic, and then get yourself an out, guys. Go work for some business, start up your own brand, your personal training, your flipping flying business, your insurance business, whatever. Goddamn, there's so many damn businesses. I mean, whatever, guys. A driving instructor, I told you. You know, I saw another guy the last day with the driving instructor business. Like, Jesus. I mean, there's just businesses for days, guys. There's just businesses for days, man. And the shit isn't as hard as you think, guys. Like Instagram, to post to Instagram is free. To post to YouTube is free. To post to Spotify is free. If you want to be a musician, to post to any of these platforms is free, guys. So take full use of these platforms. You know, 2024 is the easiest time to make money, to build your own brand, to really push what you guys want. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm going to say this one more time because I've said it about 10 goddamn times. Working hard is the hardest thing to develop, because once you got that killer work ethic, working all these years fucking with these shit jobs that you know are irrelevant. You guys know, man. I'm not trying to piss people off here, but you guys know, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, stacking shelves, man, it just doesn't matter, guys. You know, to me, it didn't anyway. I don't know. You guys may think different. Oh, this guy thinks he's better than stacking shelves. No, I'm not better than it, but Jesus Christ, guys, like, deep down, you got to have this fucking motive. You got to have this work. You got to have this ego a little bit. Have a little bit of an ego, guys. Like, Jesus Christ, man. People are like, too good to fuck, you know. Yeah, I am too good to stack shelves. You know what I mean? You be like that. Oh, you too good to do that? Yeah, fuck, motherfucker, I am too good. So kind of have a bit of an ego. You know, it's not that bad to have an ego, guys, and think to yourself, okay, man, I can be better than this. You know what I mean? I can do better than this shit. You know, just working here. That's fine. Eat shit, guys. You know, take all the shit for a while by your managers, your bosses, okay? But eventually, guys, you know, it'll come that day where you're like, bro, I need to get the hell out of this hellhole. And then build a brand outside of your workplace. Don't just quit your work job just yet, guys, all right? Especially if you don't have any money. You know, you see people quitting their work and they don't have any, like, you know, they don't have any money or anything, guys, like, to live on. There's nothing to live on, okay? Because you guys don't want to be on welfare. Like, I mean, that's some brokey shit, guys. Don't live off welfare, guys. Just actually build up money for yourself, set money aside, and then work your ass off, guys, at your profession. It will happen eventually, man. This shit takes a long time, but I tell you guys, it's worth it, man. For me, it was worth it. Every single day is worth it, guys. I'll tell you that much, man. I love it. So make sure after you develop that work ethic, build your own brand on the side, build your own sort of business, whatever the hell it may be. I give you guys a lot of different ideas there. All right, go on ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, what business ideas are there for me in, you know, Tunisia? What business ideas are there for me in Morocco? What business ideas are there for me in Brazil? Just ask, what business ideas are there in your country, guys? Start looking at industry. I apologize, guys. Shouting too much. Listen, start asking what industries there are in your country. Okay, if your country has a massive tourist industry, go into that, guys. If your country has a massive farming industry, go into that industry. You know, start to capture these different industries that really know, and that you know will actually build over time, guys. You know, don't just settle for like, oh shit, man, you know, let me go into this industry and kind of, I'll do a little bit of work here. Like, if you're an artist, one of my friends is an artist, guys. Beast mode, you know, I love this guy. Painting the city and shit, right? He just started his own business, guys. Just started his own business. You know, he used to be, I don't know, like a bartender or something. And it's really inspirational. When I see other people doing that shit, guys, I get mad inspiration. I don't think of them, oh man, I'm jealous of that guy. I think, man, where could he be? He could end up like Van Gogh or, you know, Michelangelo with the with the painting and the sculptures one day, you know? It could end up at that place. It doesn't start there, guys. You know, you got to eat a lot of shit in the beginning of your business, and you know, you got to deal with a lot of bullshit in the beginning of your brand. Excuse me, guys. But one day, guys, it will pay off, you know? Build that work ethic. I'm going to say it again, build that work ethic. But then once you get the work ethic and the determination, then start to build your own thing. That will last a lifetime, you know? Don't just start building and keep building other people's shit, guys. You know what I'm saying? Don't just build other people's businesses for them. Oh, man, they got their business. They have their money, guys. Go get yours. I love you all, man. Tune into my reaction. I'm about to react to Ren. Of course, I want to hit some motivation as well, guys. Get you guys fired up for the weekend. I love you guys all, man. Stay free, as I say after every goddamn video. Stay free, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man.